All right. LD MMAC. It is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, man. You know, I was waiting on this main event, man. I kind of kept dozing in and dozing off, and I'm like, when are they gonna hurry up and get this main event going? Hurry up, and that's just the way that is. You know, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. You know, I've always said this. I've always said that this guy, he's extremely one-dimensional. There's nothing special about Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, except if Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, if he kicked the hell out of you, you going to sleep. If this man can legitimately catch you with one of his patented kicks, he's going to put you out of there. But that's it. He's one-dimensional. Stephen Thompson he's a kicker. That's what he does. He stays at a range. He throws a variety of kicks. He may throw a jab every now and then, but Stephen Thompson is one-dimensional. But I say that because if you run at Stephen Thompson and if you take him lightly, you know, you'll end up on the canvas and you'll be out cold. Stephen Thompson was winning this fight. He was winning the fight. He was fighting Anthony Pettis from a range, and it was working. You know, Stephen Thompson uses range. You know, he was throwing a jab in there. You know, but I hate his style because he keeps his hands at his side. You know, he keeps his hands at his side. And it's just like he's up on the balls of his feet just moving back and forth. And I'm like, you know, what if somebody can close the distance very, very quickly? See, these were the problems that he was having with Tyron Woodley. Woodley was athletic and strong enough and fast enough to close that distance very quickly. So, you know, he kept getting caught. And I said, you know, man, you know, Pettis can't get in on the inside. He can't get around the range of Stephen Thompson. But as soon as Anthony Pettis made an adjustment and got in on the inside, he started having success. I noticed too, man, that, you know, if you take Stephen Thompson down, I noticed this, man. Stephen Thompson don't really have anything on the ground. He just, like, this guy has just been catching people and keeping them at a range, and at times he'll knock them the hell out. You know, I mean, it's gotten him this far. Like, I think what Stephen Thompson has done in MMA is amazing, to be one-dimensional, but he's athletic enough to actually win fights using one dimension of his fighting game. Okay, Stephen Thompson don't use a lot of it. But, man, you know, round one was all Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson, you know, had Anthony Pettis over there leaking. I said, well, you know, this might be a good 5-round, you know, decision victory for Stephen Thompson. That's what I was thinking. Then in round two, man, Anthony Pettis, man, Stephen Thompson was doing the same thing. He was fighting him at a range. But I saw Anthony Pettis, you know, start to get his shots off. And I saw him actually starting to close the distance and start hitting Stephen Thompson. And then, you know, just when I thought Stephen Thompson had him against the cage and pressuring him, Anthony Pettis did like a, I don't know, he jumped off the cage and threw a damn Superman punch. I don't know where the hell that Superman punch came from. But this dude knocked Stephen Thompson the hell out. I mean, he knocked Wonderboy the hell out. I'm talking about knocked him out. Wonderboy was asleep, man. I said, God, dog. I like Wonderboy, so I was like, man, I hope Wonderboy all right, man. I mean, Wonderboy is a nice guy, man. You know, when you look at Wonderboy, when you see his interviews, he just seemed like he too nice to fight. He just do. He don't strike me as a guy that go in there and try to fight people, man. I can't see it. I think Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, when he gets out of MMA, he's going to be a very good striking coach. He need to be a striking coach to somebody, man. Need to be, you know, I met him last year. I met Wonderboy last year, and I'm going to tell you, man, one of the nicest guys, man. We took some photographs together, and he kept on asking me. He kept saying, hey, are these the photographs you want? Is it good enough? Hey, man, let's do it again. You know, I'm like, hey, Wonderboy, it's cool. He said, no, man, no. Hey, listen, let's do it again. You know, let's make it perfect. You know, like, that's the kind of guy Wonderboy is, man. He's a funny guy, man. I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, does anybody get that feeling when you see Wonderboy like, damn, is he supposed to be fighting? Like, I don't get that vibe from him, man. He don't seem like he would hurt anybody, but you get him in the octagon, you start playing with him, he'll knock you the hell out. But unfortunately for Wonderboy, man, he just got knocked out, man. I don't know, man. I think Stephen Thompson, I think maybe he need to try to explore more parts of his game. Like, he really need to do that, man. He need to stop, you know, relying on his kicks. He rely on his kicks too much, man. And that it's just gonna get him in trouble. Because you're gonna get these young athletic guys like Pettis, man, who they're going to find a way around those kicks. They're going to do it, and they're going to catch him. And, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I just see Stephen Thompson getting knocked out more, man, if he don't change that part of his game. But shout out to Anthony Pettis, man. Shout out to him, you know, for actually getting this win, man. It was a good win for Pettis. He was an underdog. He was a proverbial underdog. And I'm like, I don't know. Because, you know, when I looked at this fight and I saw the odds, I'm like, man, these people, they got a lot of confidence in Wonderboy. But I'm like, Wonderboy might get slept. And that's what happened. But you guys tell me what you think. I'm done.